Alright, hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to another Beyblade Day Battle Fest video for 2025. I'm back again with another battle. I actually already recorded this one, but I recorded it pretty late at night on Beyblade Day. Or pretty early in the morning actually on Beyblade Day, because right now is actually Beyblade Day. So I ended up having to scrap the video because I kept losing track of the score and everything. And this time we have another defense type and stamina type battle. So, on the left, we have Golem Rock, 160 low or under needle. A really low defense type bay that's pretty solid. It has no real gimmick other than its actual just pure raw weight. And then on the right, we have another UX bay, being Silver Wolf 370 Free Ball. So, you know, we have a mid-profile bay against a very low-profile bay. Considering it has a low ratchet and a very low tip, it's got overall a very low profile. Honestly, from the battles I remember last night, at least what I can of them, I think Golem Rock actually won. I think it kept bursting Silver Wolf due to the fact that it was so short. That Golem Rock is so much shorter than Silver Wolf. But we'll just have to see. Anyways, I'll really quick grab the bays, and then we can have an up-close look of each bay. First up, we'll take a look at the defense type bay, Golem Rock, if my camera would like to focus. There we go. Golem Rock is a defense bay. You can see it's kind of hexagonal in shape. It's got a lot of geometric edges. I almost just dropped it. And it's got this under needle bit that is pretty much the needle bit, but it's sunken in really far. Meaning that this thing does extreme dashes quite a bit, and also if it tilts a little bit, it can jump due to that 160 ratchet. And next up we have, in my opinion, the more interesting of the two. Golem Rock is good, don't get me wrong, but I would say it's less interesting than Silver Wolf here. Silver Wolf is actually inspired by an original series Beyblade called Woolborg. There is a hair hanging off me. Hold on. So Silver Wolf here has the Bakuten Shoot logo up in its right ear, as you can see. Or up on the right in its ear. Silver Wolf here has a gimmick with its blade as well, being that there is this translucent blue plastic here that you can see actually free spins separate from the layer. Additionally, if I take this free ball tip out, we can see that there's no burst or no extreme line resistor there, meaning that it makes it so that the tip just completely spins on its own in there. It also reduces the likeliness of an extreme dash. Overall, this should be a pretty interesting match, because despite the fact that they are both more passive bays, they are actually going to be clashing a lot in the center. Just a reminder of going over the rules as I get seated, that it will be 3 rounds. Each round goes to 5 points, so it's a best of 9. The first round will be in the Dynamite Battle Stadium here. This means that extreme dashes and finishes are not possible. Well, meaning that knockouts and survivor finishes are only 1 point, where burst finishes are 2. Afterwards, we'll move on to the Hasbro standard base stadium for Beyblade X, the standard Xtreme stadium, the Hasbro version of the Xtreme stadium, and then we'll move on to the double Xtreme stadium. Due to the fact that these bays are both more passive in nature, I'm going to alternate launching each one. I'll also be using this string launcher as my main launcher for this video. So to start, I'll launch Golem Rock first. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Big clashes there. Silver Wolf going on the aggressive. It seems that Golem Rock just can't handle it. And Silver Wolf's doing some jump attacks there. The score is Silver Wolf 1, Golem Rock 0. Now I'll be launching Silver Wolf first. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! We can kind of hear that free spinning right in there, hitting. Okay, there's a nice random flash, and it seems like Wolf was going for a tornado stall, but it was really just finding a place to strike to knock Golem Rock into the stadium, putting the score at Silver Wolf 2, Golem Rock 0. That was honestly kind of a cool knockout. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Ooh, big hits. Golem Rock missed its chance to counter. It seems like the big thing is that Golem Rock just can't handle mobility, and we had a jump there. It seemed like Golem Rock tilted enough where it was pressured into the stadium and shot up and back. But the score is now Silver Wolf 3, Golem Rock 1. Things are not looking well for Golem Rock. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! I'm going to call that as a double knockout, meaning no points are awarded. And it's just a straight up do-over. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Lots of jumping going on. Ooh, Golem Rock gaining its first point by punishing Silver Wolf's poor balance there. Part of the issue with Silver Wolf is actually its poor balance, I've noticed. Just due to it being a 70 height bay. So the score is now Silver Wolf 3, Golem Rock 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Silver Wolf doing a sort of jaggy stall up on the ledge, but then coming in straight on. Too strong, meaning the score is now tied 3-3. That can happen, and it seems like Silver Wolf just kind of didn't really hit right, so it got burst. That's part of Golem Rock's low defense strategy. What that means is that it's a defense type that is lower to the stadium floor, meaning that it is more likely to burst opponents. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! That's Silver Wolf's knockout, obviously. So the score is now Silver Wolf 4, Golem Rock 3. Silver Wolf just needs a knockout to any finish to win, but if Golem Rock can clutch this round with a burst, it will win the battle. Three, two, one, go shoot. Double knockout, no points are awarded. Three, two, one, go shoot. Golem Rock almost knocking itself out there, but just barely clutching. Ooh, and Silver Wolf, that scrapage. Things weren't working well for Silver Wolf, and it even almost KO'd itself, meaning the score is now 4-2-4, meaning it is now the sudden death match. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. Big attack, man. I did manage to see that with my own eyes, and Golem Rock did manage to beat Silver Wolf first with a burst finish. Honestly, that was kind of a cool match. That's a much more satisfying bout than last night's matches, in which Silver Wolf, I think, got beat just by a burst finish out of nowhere, and I didn't even announce that Golem Rock had a chance of winning. So, you know. Anyways, now we are moving on to the Xtreme Stadium, meaning the rules have changed, so now Xtreme finishes exist and knockouts are redefined by only being in these corner pockets up here. Xtreme finishes have to be through here, and Xtreme dashes are not possible. Survivor finishes award 1 point, knockouts and burst award 2. Xtreme finishes are 3 points. Really quick, just checking the angling of the camera on the stadium. And we're ready to go. And since Golem Rock won in the other stadium, I'm actually going to be launching it first. It is here where I think Golem Rock is going to start struggling because of the shallower dish. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Bit of tornado stalling, circling around. Boom. Ooh. Golem Rock kicking off the Xtreme line there. Ooh, but too much tilt. And Golem Rock loses it, meaning that the score is Silver Wolf 1, Golem Rock 0. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Big flashes there. Golem Rock jumps to regain its stability there. That certainly is a way to do it. So the score is now 1-1. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And 3, 2, 1, go shoot. It's always the silent matches that make me scared that something big's going a knockout from Silver Wolf there. That just happens. So the score is now Silver Wolf 3, Golem Rock 1. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. The just circling, looking for a good place to strike. Ooh, but an extreme dash from Golem Rock that didn't seem to really do much. It seemed mitigated by Silver Wolf's gimmick there. The score is now Silver Wolf 4, Golem Rock 1. Meaning that Silver Wolf is in the running to do this, but Golem Rock could potentially snap back. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, almost extreme finish there, but a burst finish for Golem Rock there. Meaning that Silver Wolf claims this victory as well. Or claims this victory. I don't know why I said as well. Claims this victory in this stadium. Next up, we're moving on to the Double Xtreme Stadium. I'm trying to make these battles go a lot more quickly, so I'm trying to minimize the amount of chit-chat between each round. So I hope you guys appreciate that, because I personally, for one, felt like the previous videos were a little too long. So I'm hoping that maybe the a little too long part can be mitigated somewhat. Alright, so let's turn on the motor. Here there's 2 extreme lines, and one gets exposed at variable, is exposed variably at a set interval. So we'll see exactly just who can win here. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Flashes in the Golem Rock already starting strong with a burst finish. The layer flew, or the blade flew right past my head. Now is a good reminder that I should remind you that technically we're not supposed to play on tabletops. However, Scaratomi always plays on elevated surfaces. So I would say maybe a coffee table is fine, just don't play more than 3 feet off the ground. So that is Golem Rock 2, Silver Wolf 0. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, a small little extreme dash there from Silver Wolf. Golem Rock extreme dashing itself out of the center. After Silver Wolf put on just a little too much pressure, and the score is now Silver Wolf 1, Golem Rock 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Barely not an extreme finish there. Silver Wolf was in there. Golem Rock was going for the kill that round, but just did not manage to get it. So the score is now Golem Rock 3, Silver Wolf 1. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Seems like an instant burst there for Silver Wolf, putting Silver Wolf's points up to 3. I will count that because it did seem like there was contact made and Silver Wolf just managed to get a lucky hit. Versus an actual false snipe, or reverse snipe. So the score is now tied up at 3 points. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. That was a reverse snipe there, so we're not counting that. And the bit flew out of the arena as well. So we're kind of seeing what can happen a little bit. I'm trying to launch the base so they don't instantly hit each other. You know, because one is in the center, and it shouldn't be... And it's typically not that hard to do so. But, you know, sometimes things happen. So anyway, score is still tied up 3-3. Ooh, Golem Rock getting a heavy Xtreme dash there. Getting tossed up in the air. Golem Rock tried to take out its frustrations, but unfortunately failed, putting Silver Wolf at 4 points, Golem Rock at 3 points. Could be anyone's match, but Silver Wolf has to win just once. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Golem Rock there going for some quick punches. Ooh, and Silver Wolf is off balance, crashing around the stadium. And Golem Rock just barely takes that. Meaning the score is tied up 4-4, meaning this is a sudden death battle. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Ooh, Golem Rock going for the jumping strikes there. That's crazy. Be careful with those because you can run out of stamina rather fast. And Golem Rock takes the final match. Now, I believe that puts Golem Rock at 2 stadium wins, meaning Golem Rock here is our winner. I gotta put it right side up. Golem Rock here is our winner. Honestly, that was a pretty crazy battle, and a little more energetic than the battle I had between them last night. I'm kind of glad that this time they aren't being camera shy, and those jumping strikes were just insane there in that last battle. It's stuff like that that I like to see in the Beyblade arena, so, you know, always excited to see stuff like that. That just kind of shows how interesting Golem Rock is because it's more focused on counterattacking. It also shows how often jumping seems to occur in Beyblade X. So, without further ado, though, that concludes today's battle. Or, I say today's battle. That concludes this battle, so, you know, if you think that some things were done a little incorrectly, let me know. I'm open to opinions, just be respectful about it. If you liked the video, thought it was pretty cool, you should of course like the video. You should also check out my other stuff I do. I mostly do Let's Plays, but there's also a playlist to the other Beyblade Day content I did this year. And, yeah, honestly, that's it for this video. I'm a little sad that Silver Wolf actually didn't win because it's my favorite stamina type, but Golem Rock is also my favorite defense type in the game. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next battle.